everyone, my name is Bethany and I am a forensic psychology major here at Colby-Sawyer College. I am a tour guide and I am a part of the class of 2022.
My name is Ashley Pajentic, class of 2021, creative writing and communication studies double major from Conway, New Hampshire.
Hi, my name is Matthew Williamson and I'm a senior business administration student with a minor in marketing. I'm involved on campus with being a student ambassador, a part of the advancement program, and also being on the men's tennis team. I'm about to show you Colby Hall. If you were to ever come in for a tour in person, this is where you would start in a Thornton living room. Here, you would talk with ambassadors and people from the admissions office. In addition to that, Colgate is home to professors' offices, classrooms for students of all majors, the IT department, which is here to help you with any problems that you have with your computer, and also the finance and resources offices for any questions that you have about anything that's going on with your college career. In addition to that, a really important aspect here is the Harrington Center, which is a place that is here to help you with anything involving your resume, internships that you're going for, or just any advice in general.
Right now we are in Ivy Science Center, which is our main science building on campus. We're standing in front of Clements Hall, which is our only lecture hall on campus. This is utilized for different nursing classes mostly, since that is our largest major. We also utilize the space for classes that like using the big projector, so for different movie classes as well as our history classes.
The Suncheck was built in 2012 by a group of around 100 students and community members. All the materials are sourced locally within a 20 to 30 mile radius, including the timber frame structure. We also have a straw bale insulation system, as well as our cob benches. We have the brown ones which conduct the cool air, the red ones which conduct the warm air, and then we also have these south-facing windows that bring in the natural light and the natural warmth from the sun. So there's always an optimal temperature in here. Right now it's nice and cool during the summer, and then during the winter it's nice and toasty in here. So this is the library. It was built by taking two pre-Civil War barns and pushing them together. And you walk in on the third floor, there's two below and two above, and then there are some loft areas even higher than the fifth floor. In the library we have the Student Learning Collaborative, or SLC, and Access Resources.
So this is the Sugar Shack. This is the place on campus that produces syrup, and that eventually goes to the bookstore where they do sell it. It is also used in a lot of classes. You can take a class on campus to learn how to make syrup and the whole process of it from step 1 to step 10. And the produced bottles that they sell in the bookstore have actually been utilized by classes such as business and creative writing to create the labels and the information on the back. So not only is it a class, but it also utilizes certain resources and information from students to contribute to the product.
Right now we are in the Center for Art and Design, which is one of our newer buildings on campus that was built in 2017. All of the wood paneling that is on the sides of these walls are from the old building that used to be here, Colby Barn. So we wanted to keep a little bit of that alive in the new building. This is where we have a lot of our different art classes, as well as our state-of-the-art black box theater, our art gallery that I'm standing right in front of that has different student art shows, faculty and professor art shows, as well as different art shows that are brought around to us from around the world. We are standing next to the graphic design studio that has a lot of different Mac computers that has different softwares for Photoshop, any of those photo editing softwares that our GD students need. Within the Center for Art and Design, we have a lot of different studio spaces. Right now we are in the ceramic studio, but we also have different woodworking, sculpture, and painting studios that are also located here. The really neat thing about all of these studio spaces is that they're all connected to a patio out back, so students can take any of their artwork out back and get a different inspiration of working outside.
Behind me is the Windy Hill School, which is home to toddlers, a primary program, and a nursery school. This is a fundamental building for child development majors. They can either use this as an internship opportunity to work with the kids in that kind of environment, or as a work study where they can actually have it as a job on campus.
Now we're in the lodge. This is the Lethbridge Lodge. It's like our second dining option on campus. So whereas the dining hall is open until around 7:30 at night, the lodge is open until 11 p.m. You have $100 dining dollars for each semester that goes towards the lodge. That can be used for anything here. So it's a pub-style menu. There's burgers, fries, sandwiches, Tex-Mex, and there's also Ben & Jerry's and sodas and snacks. So you can use that $100 dining dollars for anything here at the lodge.
So this is Mercer Hall behind me, and let's go in and see it. So this building is home to classes that include majors for athletic training, exercise science, sports management, and also one of the newly developed nursing labs. As you can see on the right, they also have rock climbing, which is one of the intramural sports and clubs that you can take part in. We'll see the Mercer Gym up above in a second, but let's take a look at where the nursing lab is. So down this hall is basically classrooms, a lot for the athletic training classes and some types of their clinicals. Down here, as you can see, is one of the brand new nursing labs. We have 2 nursing labs on campus, one in Mercer Hall here, and then one in Colby as well. Next, we're gonna see the Mercer Gym that was newly renovated this past summer. Personally, I've done a lot of different intramural sports such as floor hockey, volleyball, basketball, and flag football. So there's plenty of variety. If you're not interested in a sport here, you can do an intramural sport and meet new people. As you can see, right in this building is the Mercer Gym, newly renovated, and that's where all the intramural sports are. That is where some events are being held, and things like that. So the building we're in right now is the Hogan Sports Center. This building is open from 6 a.m. to almost 8 or 9 p.m. It is home to the basketball courts, a suspending track, a gym, a yoga room, a swimming pool, and also the ATR. So for the athletes, the ATR is basically where you can get tended for your injuries, get help, anything you need after your practices. Let's go see the gym. We have a lot of different, in addition to Mercer, Hogan Sports Center has the intramural sports as well. And so in here I have played volleyball, soccer, floor hockey, and a bunch of other intramural sports. That's where I've met a lot of my friends, my freshman to senior year. So in here, you can see that there is the gym, and then up above there is the suspended track. Students can come here anytime they want and partake in any of the activities. The gym is a really good resource for stress relief, whether you have busy classes, lots of group projects, This building is basically where you can come and you can exercise, do your daily workouts, anything along those lines. Up on the second floor of the Hogan Sports Center are the coaches' offices, the yoga room, which you're about to see, and also the gym. For the yoga room, they have classes ranging from 6 a.m. to almost 6 p.m. from Roomba, spin classes to workouts organized by the trainers. As you'll see on the left is the equipment and workout gym area. And so as you can see, a lot of people are here constantly working out. They have lots of different equipment for every type of exercise that you want to partake in. As you can see, we've taken a lot of precautions to socially distance and spread out all of our equipment so it creates the safest environment. And lastly, we have the pool area where basically you can come here, you can swim. They do have the swim team practices, so you do have to work a little bit around that, but other than that, this is free access to all the students, and it's just a great time.
Right now I am in Sawyer Center, which is our fine and performing arts building on campus. This is where we have our theater, that we have all of our larger showcases and performances on campus. We also have individual practice rooms downstairs, as well as our dance studio. Located in Sawyer, we also have our game room that is open for students 24/7, as well as a computer lab so they can get in and print anything that they may have to. And we also have a newly renovated classroom. Right now I'll show you what the theater looks like. In here is where we have our dance club performances, as well as some local performances and different performances that the school puts on, as well as different instrumental things and some singing shows as well.
So this is the Ware Student Center. We have a couple different things in here, including Wheeler Hall, which is our main event hall. We have musicians, hypnotists, comedians, public speakers that perform there. We also have our school store, the stable, so you can get all of your Colby-Sawyer merchandise here, as well as necessities like school supplies, art supplies, and then we also have the mailroom in here where you can pick up your letter mail and your packages.
Right now we are in the dining hall. The dining hall is open from about 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and we have a lot of different options for food in here. We have our two biggest hits, which are definitely our omelet bar and our stir fry station that are all ready to make. You get to choose what you want in both of those, which is a really neat experience. We always have a coffee bar that's open, and we have different dietary restriction friendly sections as well in the dining hall. And in the actual dining hall, we also have a couple different events that go on throughout the year, like Wacky Bingo.